Kool TV proudly presents Lewis County Lions basketball live on the Kool Hit Sports Network. Now let's head courtside and count down to tip-off for exciting Lewis County Lions basketball action on Kool TV. And a pleasant good evening from Vanceburg as we get you set for a 63rd District showdown here between Russell and Lewis County. Good evening, everyone. Welcome into Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV. A good one here this evening. The Russell Red Devils 5-4, Lewis County 5-5. First district matchup of the season for both of these two teams as we get into the calendar year of 2024, and that's when you start playing that second part of your season. That's when those games start mattering the most. But we'll break down the matchups here tonight, look at a player that's going to be an impact player for both of these two teams. And I think it's interesting when the impact player I grabbed today when I was putting things together, it was remarkable of how similar their statistics throughout the entire season have been. And we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the game. But we'll take our first break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the visitors on the scoreboard, the Russell Red Devils. We'll see what they have in store, what they've been doing so far through their season. We'll talk about Lewis County a little bit later on, get those keys to the game, our impact players to watch, and get you ready for tip-off here in Vanceburg and on Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pop and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Back here on Kool TV as we get you set for Lewis County and Russell here in 63rd District action. Let's take a look at the Russell Red Devils. 5-4 on the season under head coach Eric Cooksey. And it's kind of been an up and down season for them this season as they got things started off with the first part of the year, the EKC tournament, a 76-42 win over West Carter. Fell to Rowan County and Pikeville in the second round of the EKC and then the Boyd County Roundball Classic. Then they've kind of gone win-loss throughout the rest of the time. Took a tough one to Fleming County, which I think is one of the toughest teams in the 16th region. They may even push Boyd County, and that's something I'm interested to see how that one works out when those two teams hook up. Got a nice win over Spring Valley before Christmas over the Ironton Classic, and then they went to Estill County in the Railroad Classic, in which they went 2-1. They fell to Newport Central Catholic 77-68 in the first round. Defeated Estill County and Wolfe County following that, and Wolfe County was the last game out. That was on December the 30th, 69-57. Looking at that game against Estill County, Noah Quinn, 21 points. Caleb Rimmer dropped in 15. He also had 8 rebounds. Tyler Cordial, only 2 points in the ball game, but he had 11 rebounds. That led the way. They had 42 rebounds in the winning effort there over Wolfe County that last time out. Shot it very well from the field and beyond the arc. 46% from the field, 42% from downtown. Hit their free throws, 17 of 23. That's kind of prototypical for what you would expect from a Coach Cooksey team. So they take care of the basketball and hit their shots when they're supposed to. And they're going to have to do that here tonight. As, again, anytime you come to Vanceburg, you know it's a tough pill to swallow. Is getting off the bus, you kind of almost feel like you're down just because of how tough it is to play in this gymnasium. It's always rowdy, good crowd and on a hand typically most nights, and they do get one reprieve here tonight. The band is not in attendance. I was kind of a little upset about that. I was expecting them to be here. I always enjoy catching the band when they're here, but they're not in attendance here tonight. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the home team on the scoreboard tonight, the Lewis County Lions. They're 5-5 on the season. We'll break it down when we return after this on Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Spring fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Daiwa, Shimano, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every style and size with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Back on Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV. Get you set for Russell and Lewis County. Let's take a look at the home team on the scoreboard tonight. The Lewis County Lions 5-5 on the season. And I was talking with Coach Scott Tackett just a while ago, and I said, how's the team this year? He said, we've been up and down. And you look at the way their schedule has been, it's kind of been that way. He said, they lost to a really good Boyd County team right out of the gate, 76-46. Bounced back with a nice win over Fairview, 53-43 in the EKC tournament. Then they just couldn't shoot the ball against East Carter, 50-39. They lost that one. Bounced back with back-to-back wins a couple of the next week, 52-51 over Elliott County, and then defeated East Carter 59-56 in Grayson. Then they go to Rowan County in the Stockyards Bank and Trust Challenge, played Paintsville and Beth Haven. They fell in both of those games. Talking with Coach Tackett, he said Beth Haven was a really good basketball team. Then they had their host tournament here after Christmas for the Battle on the River presented by People's Bank. They went 2-1 in that one, defeating Iroquois 59-50. They knocked off Nicholas County 66-61, and then lost in a defensive struggle to Beechwood in between that, 41-31. And he said that Nicholas County was a much better team than Beechwood, and they put 66 up. But he said that the bugaboo this season for them has been dealing with the correct pass, especially when teams run zone at them, and the pressure that teams have to play defensively because of what you have with Drew Noble, especially there in the post. it forces teams to kind of have to play out of different positions. So the thing is that Russell has players that can match up with the size that Lewis County has. So will we see zone? Will we see a man? Will we see a junk defense? With Derek Cooksey, you never know. But anything is possible. But this team, shooting it well from the field, they've really struggled from beyond the arc. And it's something that Coach Tackett said. He said, if we can just hit shots. He said we hit the shots in practice, but getting those to translate over to games, that's been the problem. And that's something that they certainly want to try to clean up to get things going early with the 63rd district standings as their first district tilt here this evening. So just over 7 minutes to go before we get things underway. We'll go ahead and step aside for another break. When we come back, we'll break down the matchup for the two teams, take a look at our impact players. We'll meet our starting lineups and get you ready for tip-off. It's Russell and Lewis County, and our coverage continues after this on Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family-oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you. They know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb. We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
Our nation's colors presented by the Lewis County Junior ROTC. All right, let's take a look at tonight's matchup. As we break things down, you look at the two teams, similar records, similar statistics as well. One number that really jumps out there, that three-point shot. Russell at nearly 32%, Lewis County only 24%. Points per game is something, too, because Russell really likes to get things up and down. When they score, they jump in that press, and they score out of the press. And that's why you can, you run your point totals up to 60, 70 points a night. Lewis County's a team that really likes to sit it down, make you run through sets, have to guard them in the half court. And that's one of the reasons why you look at it and they're around the 50s. So that's not uncharacteristic for what both of these two team styles are around. Rebounding, very similar. And I think that's going to be the biggest key of the game. Which team can take care of the basketball and which team can win the war on the glass. That'll be interesting to see. Of these two teams, I think that's pretty evenly matched up. All right, let's take a look at an impact player for both teams. And when I looked at the stats today, I was really shocked of how similar these two players lined up. Caleb Rimmer for Russell, Drew Noble for Lewis County. You look at the stats across the board, I mean, it's almost mirror images. Field goal percentage, exact same three-point percentage, just barely off by the free throw line. Rimmer averaging just a little bit more in the points and the rebounding total, but Noble, he's a tough pill to swallow, standing there at 6'5" and a big-bodied kid. You're going to have to be physical in the paint with him tonight. Rimmer, only a freshman, and he is really playing above him, his kind of his age a little bit, but he is not afraid to get inside and beat and bang around, and he's got some great people around him that'll get things rocking and rolling as well. Let's take our final break. When we come back, we'll meet our starting lineups, and we'll get you ready for tip-off. Russell and Lewis County here in Vanceburg on Kool TV.
Bright Beginnings Preschool, located in Raceland Christian Church at 210 Caroline Road, provides quality childcare with Christian values to more than 30 students currently enrolled in the school. Open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Bright Beginnings Preschool is available for nearly every schedule while offering a peace of mind while your little one is away. For more information, contact Heather Scarberry at brightbeginningsatRacelandChristian.com or call 606-834-9241. That's Bright Beginnings Preschool, 210 Caroline Road, Raceland.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too. JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
Back here in Vanceburg, before we meet our starting lineups, let's meet tonight's officiating crew. Assigned to this game and brought to you apart by Tri-State Ophthalmology. They provide Tri-State with expert surgical and medical management of eye disease, including LASIK surgery. That's Tri-State Ophthalmology. A very good crew on hand here tonight. Gavin Ramsey, Nathan Sutton, and Paige Hurst. Three to assign here to call this 63rd District matchup. All right, let's meet our starting lineups. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard. The Russell Red Devils, 5-4 on the season. Head coach Derek Cooksey. It'll look like this: 3 guards and 2 forwards. Starting at guard, number 0, Noah Quinn. He's joined by number 3, Elijah Neal, and number 23, Gabe Pridemore. 2 men in the front court. At forward, number 22, Caleb Rimmer, and number 24, Tatum Fleming. Again, Quinn, Neal, Pridemore, Rimmer, and Fleming. The 5 for Russell, decked out in the home whites. And that's because Lewis County's in the black jerseys tonight. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the Lewis County Lions. 5-5 on the season. Scott Tackett, their head coach. 2 guards, 3 forwards in the backcourt. Number 11, Julian Puente. Number 23, Braden McGlone. Front court, 0, Kyron Ferguson. Number 34, Xavier Prater. And big man in the middle, number 44, Drew Noble. Puente, McGlone, Ferguson, Prater, and Noble, your starting 5 for the Lewis County Lions, decked down in the black jerseys here this evening. Happy to have everyone along with us here tonight on Kool TV. So it's going to be Prater and Rimmer center court. Nathan Sutton will step in and put this ball in the air. And we're ready for basketball action to start 63rd District action here this season. Ball tipped to the near side. Russell controls the action. They'll work it from right to left as you see it on your screen. And off we go. Here's Quinn, brings it off to Fleming, left side now. Neal and Quinn will work out top. Pridemore, kind of one of the big surprises of this team this year, as they try to go backdoor to Rimmer, and he gets held as that one's on Drew Noble. I could see that one from here. Noble had a handful of jersey. 7:39 to go here in the opening period, still scoreless. Here's Pridemore, tries to step through the double team, and a little floater there on the baseline, gets it to go home. 2-0 Russell. Russell tries to jump in the pressure. Skip pass off to Puente. Step back out of the corner. 3 balls on the way. Got it. Julian Puente, a Johnson chiropractic 3-ball. 3-2 your score. Lewis County in front by 1. That was a big shot there by Puente. The step back out of the corner. Here's Rimmer. Man-to-man pressure being applied by the Lions. Now they'll run at Fleming and force the turnover. Puente stops, pops, 3's on the way, no. Pridemore with the rebound. Here's Rimmer, nice catch and finish off the window. And Russell regains the lead 4-3. Again, they show that little 2-1-2 press. They'll throw it over the top, get it near side Ferguson. Here's Prater, spins into traffic, fires up a shot, no good. Pridemore with the rebound. Fleming wants a 3-ball. Front iron short right into the hands of Noble at the high post. 4-3 our score. Nearly 2 minutes gone here in the opening period. Puente in between the rings. Works off a screen there from Noble. Little stutter step. He just got away with a carry. He carried that one almost all the way back to Greenup. Noble's shot is up and short. Fleming saves it in bounds. In transition, Pridemore with the left hand. Can't get the finger roll to go home. Puente, spin move. Goes up and under and lost it on the way up. And then Prater has that one blocked away, but there's Noble who puts it back up and is fouled. So Rimmer has his first, and Drew Noble will go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. First one's on the way, too stiff. 61.9% free throw shooter, averaging 13 points, 6.5 rebounds. Second one goes home. We're even at 4. Here's Rimmer. Spins, fadeaway, shot too stiff. Brady McGlone with the rebound. Here's Puente. Steps through. And a sweet finish off the window there for Julian Puente. He's got 5 of the 6. And the Lions back in front by 2. Here's Pridemore. Quinn between the rings, working on Puente. Little theatrics there. McGlone goes for the pick. Fleming tries to force it underneath and throws it out of bounds. Here's your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay on that last little pop there by Puente. Sweet finish there off the glass. Tyler Cordial into the basketball game, replacing Fleming. Our crew this evening, Jacob Hankins, our executive producer, our associate producers, Felicia Collier, and Taylor Heath, doing your camera work here this evening. Happy to have everyone along with us here on Kool TV. Hey, while we got a break here in the action, a big hello and thanks to all the great folks down at Artie's Pizza here in Vanceburg. Had dinner down there this evening. It was phenomenal, as always. But told them I would give them a little shout out here this evening before the game got going, and wanted to do so. Prater puts it up and in. 8-4. My scoreboard operator, she's fired. She's already screwed the scoreboard. She got one job tonight, controlling the scoreboard, and has managed to completely botch it up. Rimmer, strong take there by Caleb Rimmer. He's got 4, 8-6. Lewis in front by a deuce. Again, they go in that 2-1-2 press. Ferguson brings it off to Puente. Puente gliding to the rim, and the finger roll won't go home. Had a good look there, couldn't get it to go. McGlone tries to get the pick in the back court. Now Russell with numbers. Neal stops, pops, long range three is good, and Russell has the lead 9-8. Neal's first bucket of the ball game. 3 minutes to go here in the opening period. This has been a war already. Here's McGlone. Head of steam, spins in the lane, stops. Tries to kick it out to Puente and turns it over. First turnover of the basketball game for the Lions. Quinn's floater no good. Noble with a rebound. And now we get an official timeout as Puente says there's something on the basketball. We get a couple of subs coming in. Colton Tackett will check in for Braden McGlone. There's a look at that three ball coming up here. Just a little jab step and a bomb, and he knocks that one home with ease. Puente across the midcourt stripe. Prater, nice curl to the rack, and he finishes off the dime. 10-9, Lewis back in front by 1. Quinn gets a screen there from Cordial. Ball tipped away. They tried to lob it underneath, and it was turned over. Third turnover of the basketball game for the Red Devils. Here's Ferguson out top. Russell still in that man-to-man. Tackett pops through. Inside of 2 to go. Lions in front by 1. It's been a good battle here so far. Prater, fadeaway jumper, left it short. Tipped out to Pridemore. Here's Neal, stops at the free throw line. Goes off Pridemore. Gets to the rack, floater up, no. Cordial with a big rebound, goes back out to Neal. 3 ball on the way, in and out, no. And then Puente with a little kiss off the window. He's got 7, the lead is 3. (12-9). I'm getting dizzy watching our scoreboard operator tonight. 60 seconds to go here in the first. Pridemore out of the corner. Nice crossover to the rack. Can't finish. And here's Kazmarzik coming on as Quinn will step off. Fleming coming back in. And Cordial will take a seat. So Lewis County basketball underneath their own bucket. Ferguson to trigger in. Lobs it inside to Prater. They go right back to Noble, and Noble's held, and that's 2 on Rimmer. And quickly, Cordial jumps off the bench, and I have to come back in as that's going to put Rimmer on the pine with 2 personal fouls here in the first quarter. And that certainly changes the complexity of your ball game when you put your leading scorer on the deck. Noble wants it inside, battling with Cordial. Puente on the wing. High post to Noble. Spin move through the contact. Won't stay home. Ball pops around, and coming out of there with it is Pridemore. Had a great look at it, just couldn't finish. Kazmarzik with a teardrop on the baseline. 19 seconds to go in the half. And then a turnover on the backside. Pridemore, jumper up, no. Prater with a rebound, kicks it ahead. Puente double teamed, and Kazmarzik just takes it out of his hand. And then going to the other end, Neal finishes and a 13-12 lead to end the first quarter. Take a look at this one. Kaczmarzyk just rips it out of his hands out to Neal and then splits the double team and finishes for the Kiss. 1 quarter in the book. It's a good one here in Vanceburg. We're back for more after this on Kool TV.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane Liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Carolina Boulevard in Grayson.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
13-12, 1 quarter in the book. Russell in front of Lewis County. We welcome you back here to Vanceburg. Hey, a big hello to Donald Eddington tuning in on Kool TV. Greatly appreciate you tuning in here. Lewis County had a 3-point lead, and Russell with a couple of turnovers they forced there and a finish with Elijah Neal there at the end. And then Lions just costly turnover there, an unforced turnover, I should say, right in front of the Russell bench. Russell's playing without Caleb Rimmer, who's on the pod with those 2 personal fouls he picked up with 45 seconds to go in the period. And Joe Kaczmarzyk jumped off the bench and with instant spark plug there. They bring it off to him. Pridemore, a little head shake. Step back 3, left side, no. Ball tipped around. It'll stay with Russell underneath the bucket. Elijah Neal to trigger in. Russell in the home white tonight, even though they're on the road. Lewis County wearing those black jerseys they like to wear here at home at time. Fleming high up off the window, too strong. Noble's 4th rebound of the ball game. Here's Noble out between the rings. Goes inside, tries to get to Prater, and they get a reach in. That's on Fleming, his first. Team's first of the quarter. 7:04 to go before halftime. Ferguson to trigger in. Lobs back to Noble, Tackett inside to Prater. Prater spins in the lane. Shot won't go home, but he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. Look at that one on Cordial. His first, team's second. And Xavier Prater will step to the free throw line and shoot a pair. First one on the way from Prater. Rattles home. 52.8% free throw shooter. McClone back in. Tackett will take a seat. Even at 13, this to regain the lead for the Lions. Won't stay home. Fleming and Cordial battle for the rebound. Neal walks it across the midcourt stripe. Was kind of showing a little zone now. Out top of the key, Neal, spot up 3, no. Into the hands of Noble. His 5th rebound of the basketball game. He and Gabe Pridemore each with 5. Here's Puente working on Kaczmarzyk. Gets a screen there from Noble, and they go back, and they got Noble on a offensive foul. That's his second. So he's going to have to go to the bench. Isaac Brown will check in. Here's Ryder Burgess checking in. as he'll come in for Pridemore. Even at 13, both teams' key players stuck on the bench with 2 personal fouls. And now Burgess loses it through his mitts. 4th turnover of the basketball game for the Red Devils. All knotted at 13 here in half number 1. Puente, a big first quarter there with 7 points. And then a little sloppy pass and another pick and steal by Neal. He has 7, and the lead's back to 2. Out to the corner, Ferguson, spot up 3 for the lead, no. Rebound clings out to Burgess, and he finishes. 17-13, largest lead of the game either way. Russell in front by 4 now. Really playing at high zone, a 2-3 zone matchup, if you will. Nearly thrown over top of the hands of Ferguson. They get it to Prater. Prater finds a seam off the glass. Good. Strong take there by Xavier Prater. He has 7. That cuts the lead down to 2. And they drop back in that 2-3 zone now with Drew Noble on the bench. Here's Fleming in the short corner. Kazmarzik wants to go inside to Cordial. Go to Fleming instead. 17-footer on the baseline, no. Cordial gets it, puts it back up, no. Skip pass goes off to McGlone. There's Puente. They're in the same piece of real estate. Puente pulls up. Long range jumper, no. And then a tackle at midcourt, and it's going the other way. They'll get that one on Xavier Prater. His first, team at second. Here's Garrett Jones coming on for Kazmarzik. Noah Quinn back in as Cordial will take a seat. And now Kyron Ferguson has to step off. I think he got popped in the mouth when he hit the ground. So while we have a break in the action, let's tell you about tonight's games. Brought to you in part by JD Flooring of Greenup for all your carpeting and flooring needs. See the good folks at JD Flooring in Greenup. By Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Kurt can take care of all your insurance needs, home, health, and vehicle. That's Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. By the Greenup County Public Library with branches in Flatwoods, South Shore, and the main branch in downtown Greenup. Books, movies, and so much more. That's the Greenup County Public Library. By James True Value Hardware in Olive Hill and Scott Street. You'll find all the hardware supplies that you need and more at James True Value Hardware in Olive Hill. And by Russell First Baptist Church and Flatwoods First Baptist Church, proud members of the Greenup Baptist Association, inviting you to worship with any church of your choice this Sunday. So this timeout brought to you in part by Red 8 RX Pharmacy for all your pharmaceutical needs. See the good folks at Red 8 RX Pharmacy there in Greenup. Looks like they're checking to make certain that there was no blood on the floor and also making certain that all the perspiration that hit the floor was out. So Dalen Bivens will check in, replacing Ferguson, and he looks like he's headed to the locker room. So now you've got 2 starters down for Lewis County. Pridemore and Rimmer are on the bench for Russell. 17-15, Red Devils with the basketball and a 2-point lead as we approach the halfway point of the second quarter. Lewis County trying to play a little 1-3-1 now. Burgess, NBA range 3, in and out, no. Fleming, strong rebound, can't get it to go though. We get the foul on Isaac Brown. That's his first, team's third. And that'll put Tatum Fleming to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw is up, no good. 20% free throw shooter on the season, averaging 7 points and 3 rebounds, nearly 4 rebounds a night. Missed them both. Comes off to Prater. Chance to tie or take the lead on this trip. Puente looking at a double team. Spins through, kicks it over top of the pressure. Here's Prater in the paint. Tries to go underneath to McGlone. McGlone wasn't ready for it. He throws it out of bounds. 7th turnover for the Lions. Prater did everything he needed to do there to draw the help side defense and left McGlone wide open, and McGlone just simply was not ready for the pitch. We'll go high post Fleming, back to Quinn. Quinn on the baseline. High up off the window, no. Fleming fighting for the position inside. Bivens takes it away. In transition, Puente with the left hand, no. And then a whistle and a foul in the backcourt. Look at that one on Braden McGlone. That's his first, team's 4th. So the next foul on Lewis County will have Lewis County, or Russell shooting bonus. Full timeout by Lewis County. We're back in 60 seconds on Kool TV.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, you know, they know you by name.
You know, you may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
17-15, 3:20 to go before halftime. Happy to have you along with us here tonight in Vanceburg in this 63rd District Showdown. That timeout brought to you apart by Red 8 RX Pharmacy. Quinn, Neal, Burgess, Fleming, and Jones, 5 on the floor for the Red Devils. As they lead it by 2 here in a defensive struggle. Both teams with key players on the pine. Here's Neal off to Burgess. He wants a 3. It's in and out. No. Fleming fighting for it from behind. Coming away with it is Lewis County. And then Prater gets free on the other end. We're even at 17 as Prater puts in his game-high 9th point of the evening. Lewis County really doing a good job of clogging up the middle, not letting Russell get inside, just letting him force it around the outside perimeter. Here's Burgess threatening to get on that boundary line over there. Here's Quinn all alone. 3 balls on the way, no. Bivens with a strong rebound underneath. Puente spins out of the pressure. Baseline jumper short. Braden Jerky checking in on that last dead ball. And then a 3 ball by Ryder Burgess, 20-17. He's got 5 points jumping off the bench. 90 seconds to play in the half. Puente throws a dart in there to Prater. Here's Bivens on the baseline, back to Prater. Prater corrals it back in. Bivens turns, faces the basket, 14-footer short. Russell up 3, they'll walk it across the midcourt stripe. Burgess gives it to Jones. Jones spins on the baseline. Reverse turnaround jumper, no, out to Puente. Puente knifing himself to the rack. Finger roll off the right side is good. He has 9. The lead is down to 1. 40 seconds to play before halftime. Tyler Cordial at the scores table, ready to check in. He and Gabe Pridemore if we get a dead ball. Here's Burgess out of the corner. He'll pull the trigger. 3 balls good. Burgess with 8, his second triple of the game. That puts it out to a 4-point edge for the Red Devils. Should be the final possession, barring a turnover. Russell's going to try to run and jump Puente. They get off to Bivens. 3 ball from the corner. In and out, no. Lewis County had it for a moment, and then the 7-10 split takes the man out at midcourt. And we're going to shoot free throws on the other end. As they'll get the foul on Bivens. It's his first team's 5th. And Ryder Burgess will step to the line and shoot a pair. Burgess has not attempted a free throw this season, averaging only 2.5 points a game. Give him 9 in the contest. Here comes Tackett and McGlone back in for Lewis County. Drew Noble's going to check back in. 5-point lead for Russell, largest it's been either way thus far in the ball game. One more for Burgess. And he puts that one through with ease. And he's going to take a seat. So Burgess steps out. Pridemore comes back on. 6-point lead for the Red Devils. 8 seconds to play in the half. They got to go. And then Prater just turned and throws it out of bounds. And hang on just a second. I think we're going to say we got a coach out of a coach's box. And that's exactly what they're talking about because Derek Cooksey in those that black top. So let's see what we get here. Because when Prater turned to make that throw, he threw it right toward the area that Derek Cooksey was standing in wearing that black top. So the ball will stay with Lewis County. They'll inbound it near their sideline. With 5 seconds to go, they're going to have a little bit of urgency on this one. They didn't seem like to have too much urgency on that last trip. So Prater will inbound. Dangerous pass there to McGlone, and he gets bumped there by Pridemore. Team's 3rd. 2 seconds expire off the clock. Puente, half-court shot, money! Check this one out on your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. Puente catches one dribble and heaves it. Twine, what a finish to the half. 25-22. Russell goes to the locker room up 3. We'll take a break. We come back, we'll break it down with our numbers in the halftime show on Kool TV.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Halftime in Vanceburg. We got a dandy in store here. This one, what a shot that we got there to end the first half as Julian Puente from the parking lot. He caught the pass at midcourt, turned, took one dribble, and then about 3 feet, maybe 4 feet past the midcourt stripe, he heaved it, and nothing but twine as it flew through for his 12th point of the ball game. As it's 25-22 at the half. It was a 6-point lead for Russell. Lewis County had as much as out to a 3-point lead. We kind of volleyed back and forth. We've got both teams with foul trouble with their key player, with Drew Noble and Caleb Rimmer, both ladled with 2 personal fouls there in the ball game. Kyron Ferguson hit his mouth when he was diving for a ball, and he had to leave there in the second quarter. So we've seen some guys jump off the bench, and maybe none bigger than what we've seen from Ryder Burgess, who jumped in for Russell and splashed home 10. He's averaging only 2 points a game, and he hit 2 big 3 balls there and a couple of free throws with, looked like he had ice water in his veins for the youngster. But either way, 3-point lead for the Red Devils in the locker room here in Vanceburg. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll take a look at our numbers and get you ready for the second half. A good one here tonight, 25-22. Halftime continues after this on Kool TV.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for the best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a wide selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West, Ashland.
Halftime here in Vanceburg, 25-22. Let's take a look at our first half stats. For the Red Devils, 34.5% from the field. That's 10 of 29. 30% from long range, 3 of 10. 2 of 4, both teams, 50% from the charity stripe. Russell out rebounding Lewis County 18-17. The Lions have comped it up 3 more times. They are 2 of 5 from downtown, including That big one there by Puente to end the half. Individual numbers look like this. Ryder Burgess off the bench leads the way with 10 points. He's 3 of 5 from the field, hit 2 big 3 balls, and then those 2 free throws there after the loose ball that was corralled around the midcourt. He stepped to the line and towed it with ease and pushed those home. Elijah Neal has 7 points. Caleb Rimmer with 4 points, but he had those 2 personal fouls that he got there in the first quarter. Gabe Pridemore leading the way with 5 rebounds for the 18 by the Red Devils. For Lewis County, Julian Puente with 12 points. He's 2 of 3 from long range, including that bomb there to end the half. Xavier Prater has 9. He also has 5 rebounds. Drew Noble with 5 rebounds. Again, those 2 personal fouls that were huge. Both teams will get their big guys back. We'll see how that makes a difference when we get to the second half. We'll take a final break. We come back. We'll play some basketball in the second half. Red Devils up by 3 in a 63rd District matchup here in Vanceburg. Our coverage continues after this on Kool TV.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, they know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Carroll Boulevard in Grayson.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
25-22 as we get ready to start the second half. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by JD Flooring and Greenup for all your carpeting and flooring needs. See the good folks at JD Flooring. By Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Kurt can take care of all your insurance needs, home, health, and vehicle. That's Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. By the Greenup County Public Library with branches in Flatwood, South Shore, the main branch in downtown Greenup. Books, movies, and so much more. That's the Greenup County Public Library. By James True Value Hardware in Scott Street on Olive Hill. You'll find all your hardware supplies and more that you need at James True Value Hardware in Olive Hill. And by the Flatwoods First Baptist Church and the First Baptist Church of Russell, who invite you to worship with them or some other Greenup Baptist Association church this Sunday. James Collier, happy to have you along with us here tonight in Vanceburg. Russell will start 4 of its 5 starters. Tyler Cordial will get the nod over Noah Quinn. Lewis County still without Kyron Ferguson after he took that big pop there on the deck just before halftime. So it'll be Puente, Braden McGlone, Xavier Prater, Drew Noble, and Tackett. And the second half is underway. Russell has the basketball, working from left to right as you view it on your screen now. Here's Cordial in the short corner. Looks at the double team. Back out to Pridemore. Pridemore jumps, stopped. Ball blocked away there by Noble. Chance to cut it to one or tie on this trip. Puente wants to tie. It's on the way. Won't stay home, though. Fleming with the rebound. Here's Rimmer. Neal steps through. Circus shot up. No good. He's fouled. That's on Colton Tackett. His first, team's first. And that'll put Elijah Neal to the free throw line to shoot 2. Neal with 7 points in the basketball game. Pushes the first one up, is good. One more. Left that one front iron short. 4-point lead for the Red Devils. Early second half action here in Vanceburg. Tack it out of the right corner. Here's Puente. Knifes his way down the center. Lost the handle on the pill. Gets it back. Scoop shot up. No. Cordial with numbers. Rimmer has it blocked away. And then Lewis County can't corral it on the other end. Lewis County's trying to show a little pressure now. Cordial stops. Long range jumper, no good, but they said Puente got him on the way up. That's his first, team second. And they'll put Tyler Cordial to the line to shoot 2. Free throws up is good. 43% free throw shooter is Cordial. His first points of the night. 5 rebounds, though. Put them both in. 6-point lead, that matches the largest of the ball game. Here's McGlone out of the corner, back out to Puente. Russell showing a little 2-3 zone now. Prater lost it on the way up. Fleming picked his pocket. 9th turnover of the basketball game. Pridemore walked right in front of the referee, sure did. 5th turnover for Russell. Join me tomorrow morning right here on the Kool Sports Network at 9 o'clock for Let's Talk Sports. Break down the national championship game Monday night. We'll take a look at the final week of NFL action. All the games from around high school action tonight as well. And, of course, the Border Sporting Goods rant of the week, all coming up tomorrow morning right here on the Kool Sports Network. Puente's 3 ball doesn't go home. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Lewis County on the baseline. Here comes Shokaz Marzik back in. Pridemore will take a seat. 6-point lead for the Red Devils. Lions have the basketball. Noble, high post left side. 17-footers on the way, in and out, drops. Drew Noble's 3rd point of the night. Lewis County tries to jump in a little bit of a zone press now. They'll kick it ahead off to Cordial, right next to his bench. As Marzik spins out of the double team, gets it out to his point guard, Elijah Neal. Fleming's all alone, left corner, 3 ball, got it. Tatum Fleming buries the triple, his first points tonight. And that's an 8-point edge, the largest of the ball game. Puente sizing up the defense, looking at a 2-3 zone. Noble glides to the basket, fadeaway jumper's good. 5 for Drew. Cuts the lead to 5. Marzik Off to Neal. Russell just working around the horn for the moment. Fleming wants another one. 3 ball from the left side. No, that one's too stiff. Rebound out to McGlone. Puente. Little stutter step. Tries to draw contact. None given. On the whistle. Prater inside on Fleming. Steps through. Off the glass. Too stiff. And then a tie up underneath. And a foul underneath. As they'll get that one on Colton Tackett. His second, team's third. Aiden Cooper coming in, replacing Braden McGlone. Cordial checks out, excuse me. And Noah Quinn returns. 4 minutes gone here in the second half. 5-point lead for the Red Devils. They got the basketball. Kazmarzik back out to Quinn, now over to Neal. Neal wants to attack. Nice give off to Rimmer. Shot won't go home, though. Noble clears his 7th board of the night. They feed it off to Noble. Noble glides to the rim and finishes. 7 points for Drew Noble. The lead's down to 3. Russell gets it across. 3:20 to go in the third. Opening game of the 63rd District seeding games for both of these two teams. Here's Rimmer. Slips through, stops on Noble. Noble blocked it away. Comes all the way back out to Neal. 3 ball left side, no. And Cooper flies in for the rebound. Chance to cut it to 1 or tie on this trip. Puente on Kazmarzik. Stops in the lane, tries to draw the contact. He'll spin and kick it out. Burgess set to check back in. He had 10 points there in the second quarter. Here's Puente. Drops it inside to Noble. Noble lost it out of bounds, saved it. It's deflected all the way out to Prater. Back to Noble on the baseline, and they'll say double dribbled. He said he looked at Nathan Sutton, and he said, I didn't do that. He said, you pushed it down, then gathered the possession of it. That includes your possession on the push down. So that's the reason for the turnover, the 10th of the basketball game. Nathan Sutton, he's one of the best officials in the area, one of the best officials in the state, in my opinion. He was very quick to explain it to Mr. Noble. Neal goes to the rack. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2. They'll get that one on Colton Tackett. That's his 3rd, team's 4th. So Elijah Neal back to the free throw line for 2. Neal with 8 points in the basketball game. Russell tonight, 5 of 8 from the charity stripe. Push that one up and good. 9 points for Neal. Misses the second. Noble with the rebound in the paint. He's got 8. And then Puente tried to feed it ahead. It was deflected out of bounds, so it'll be Lewis County basketball on the baseline. Tackett out to Puente. Puente stops. A little teardrop from 10 is good. Julian Puente, his 14th of the ball game. It's down to 2. Russell having to play through that little pressure in the backcourt now. Fleming. Drive on the baseline. Shot won't go home. Chance to tie or take the lead. Ahead to Noble. Finishes off the window. We're tied. Timeout, Russell. Here's your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. Check out this pass from Xavier Prater. He gives it off to Puente, and he fiddles ahead the dime, and a beautiful finish there by Noble. 1:44 to go in the third. All even at 32 here in Vanceburg. Russell had led this one by as many as 8 in the quarter. Julian Puente with 14 points in the basketball game. Noble now flirting with a double-double. He has 9 points and 8 rebounds. In case our good friends happened to miss it in the process earlier on, I want to give a shout-out to the crew down at Artie's Pizza here in Vanceburg. Some of the best pizza you will eat in the world. Wood-fired pizza. It's phenomenal. But great people down there. If you're in Vanceburg on your way up to a game, stop in there, see the guys and the gals at Artie's Pizza. Get the cheese sticks. They are phenomenal. And it's some of the best food I've ever eaten. We make a special trip up here when we do games just to get here to eat Artie's. Back underway. Shot doesn't finish at the rim, and it's poked out of bounds. Prater had the rebound. Fleming comes off. Has Marzik off. Burgess and Garrett Jones in. 90 seconds of play in the third. We're all even at 32. Here's Prater, and we're going the other way. Nope, we got a block. That's on Elijah Neal. His first, team's first. Thought we had a chance there at an offensive foul on Prater because he looked like he lowered the shoulder. So Puente to trigger in on the baseline. Gets it into Noble. Hands it off to him there. Puente for the lead. Three's on the way. No. May have forced that one just a little bit. Lewis County Knight 2 of 8 from long range. Russell 4 of 13. Here's Rimmer working on Noble. Gets the jump up, and they'll count it. It'll fall through, and a chance at a three-point play for Caleb Rimmer there with a little head fake. Noble picks up his third, team's fifth. And Caleb Rimmer to the line for a chance at a three-point play. And Noble will have to take a seat that final 56 seconds as Isaac Brown will check in. Russell back in front by a deuce. Rimmer's free throw, no good. Rebound out to Noah Quinn. Now let's see if Russell tries to milk out the final minute and add to this 2-point lead. Neal comes and gets it. He'll take it off to Quinn, far side. Quinn falls down, but there's Rimmer. He spins, and we're going the other way. Rimmer called for the offensive foul. That's his third, team's second. Sixth turnover of the basketball game. Joe Kazmarzik back on. Burgess steps off. Here comes Tyler Cordial back in, and he's going to get Caleb Rimmer, who just picked up his third. So 33 seconds to go in the third. Russell in front by a deuce. Lewis County with a basketball to tie or take the lead on this trip. They trail it by as many as 8 early in the third. Puente looks at a double team out near midcourt. Gets it back, looks up at the clock with 14 to play. Here's Cooper, three from the corner for the lead, no. Three-quarter court shot won't go home. And we've played three, and we've got a good one here in Vanceburg. Russell in front, 34-32. Fourth quarter when we return after this on Kool TV.
We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osmond Pharmacy and Grill today. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Three in the books, one more to go, and a good one here in Vanceburg. 34-32, Russell in front by 2. Lewis County will have the basketball to start the fourth and final stanza. Rimmer and Noble back on the floor for their respective. Nope, actually, Noble is not back out there. Excuse me. They're going to try to save him. So they've got Isaac Brown still back out on the floor. Here's Prater. Feeds it inside to McGlone. Faces up against Rimmer, and Rimmer claims the rebound on the missed shot and then draws the foul. They'll get that one on Braden McGlone. That's his second, team's first. Let's kind of try to pick it up in the full court. Cooper, Brown, McGlone, Puente, and Prater, the five on the floor for Lewis County. Neal falls down, gets it away to Quinn, and Derek Cooksey will burn a timeout to save the possession with 7:27 to go. A timeout brought to you in part by Red 8 RX Pharmacy for all your pharmaceutical needs. See the good folks at Red 8 RX Pharmacy. Back and forth battle we've seen here. Russell led it by one after one quarter, 13-12. Had the halftime lead, 25-22, but they led it by 6, and then Julian Puente heaved one from half court that had nothing but twine. They moved it out to an 8-point lead midway through the third, and then Lewis County comes back and outscores Russell 10-9 in the third stanza and had it down to where it was at 2. They actually tied the game at 32. And that's where we stand right now. And Russell in front, 34-32 with the basketball on the far sideline. So Russell with 3 timeouts remaining. Lewis has 4. Possession arrow favors Russell in the event of a tie-up. Long ways to go here in this one. Rimmer and Noble both with 3 personal fouls. Rimmer on the floor, Noble not for the moment. Here's Rimmer. Tries to take the backdoor lob, and they turn it over. And then Puente tries to feed it ahead and throws it out of bounds. 11th turnover for Lewis County, 7 for Russell. And then Russell will turn it over on the bad exchange on the inbound. Here's Puente. Tries to lob it inside. Ball knocked away. They get it right back to McGlone. McGlone stops, pops, puts it up, and we're tied. Here's your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. Look at how this one goes. Ball popped away. Brown catches it. Down to McGlone. Off the window. Full timeout by Lewis County. We're back in 60 seconds on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
6:53 to go in the ball game. All tied at 34 as we welcome you back here to Vanceburg. Russell basketball out of the timeout there by Lewis County. So both teams with 3 timeouts remaining. So they try to get Noble back in. I guess they didn't get him in time. So Brown has to return, and Noble will be able to check in on the next dead ball. Lewis County will try to pick it up in the full court. They've gone back to a man-to-man. Quinn on the right wing. Here's Pridemore out of the corner, lobs it over top Rimmer. Rimmer stops, pops, counted and one. Caleb Rimmer. And a chance at a three-point play for the freshman. Fouls on Isaac Brown, his second, team second. Here comes Drew Noble in the basketball game as Brown will step off. And Caleb Rimmer, with 8 points in the ball game, puts it out to a 2-point lead and a chance at a three-point play. Left that one front iron short. Prater finds his own teammate for the rebound. His 9th of the ball game. 9 points and 9 rebounds for Prater. Lewis can tie or take the lead on this trip. Here's McGlone on the baseline. Out to Cooper. Ball tipped around. Finds its way into the hands of Noble. He'll give it out to Puente. No look pass inside to Noble. He walks, spins, turns, we're tied. Got a little bit of a skater's bounce, if you will, there. That back foot looked like it dragged through the lane, but either way, nice move there by the big man. He has 11 points in the ball game. Here's Rimmer right in front of Noble. Noble blocks it away and has the rebound. Loose ball in the paint, and we get a tie-up or a foul first. I think we got a foul. And they will. So that's Noble's 4th, team's 3rd. Here comes Tyler Cordial back on as Fleming will come off. Braden Jerky's going to check in and replace Drew Noble. 5:53 to go in regulation. All tied at 36. Stay with us after the game. We'll talk with both head coaches. We'll break this one down. Heck of a battle here tonight to open up 63rd District action here in Vanceburg. There's a lob inside the Cordial with a finish. He can't get it to go home, and then he's fouled on the rebound. That's on Jerky. So that's the team's 4th. So the next foul on Lewis County will have Russell shooting the bonus the rest of the way. Cordial's free throw's no good. Cordial with 2 points, 6 rebounds in the basketball game. 5:50 to play in regulation. Got that one to go home for his 3rd of the night. Russell 50% from the line tonight. They've shot it 14 times, making 7. Lewis County 2 of 4, all of those coming in the first half. Puente. Very high bounce. Steps through, draws contact. As they'll get that one on Pridemore. His 2nd. Team's 1st of the 3rd quarter. There's Puente. Stops in the lane. Feeds it off Jerky. Prater spins. Puts it up. He's fouled. That's on Noah Quinn. His 1st, team 2nd. And Xavier Prater will go to the line and shoot 2. First one's up, nothing but twine. 52.8% free throw shooter is Prater. That gives him 10 points in the basketball game. That ties the game at 37. Once down 8, they lead it by 1. 38-37. 5:20 to go in the ball game. And then Cordial gets alone. He'll put it up off the window for his 5th point of the night, and Russell's back in front. Somebody lost their man there. Prater streaks to the basket. He falls down on the way there, and they said he traveled. So Braxton Detillion checking in. Colton Tackett comes back on as Jerky and Cooper will take a seat. Inside of 5 to play in the ball game. 1 point lead for Russell. Quinn in the front court gives it off Neal, now Rimmer. And then we got a push on the other side as Cordial just extended his arm. That was clear as day. His second, team's third. Temper starting to amp up a little bit here. Noble's still on the bench. They've got him there with those 4 personal fouls. You got to think, how much can you milk out of the way things are playing right now and still keep him fresh for that final push? You'd like to get it down around the 4-minute, 3.5-minute mark before you bring him back on if you can. Tackett thought about a long three, pulls it up. Here's Puente. Inside the Prater. Prater off the window, good. What a finish there by Xavier Prater for his 13th point of the night, and Lewis has the lead, 40-39. Neal jogs it into the front court as we approach the halfway point here in the 4th and final stanza. Rimmer wants to attack. Jump stop on the baseline, no. And then a foul from behind. Puente with the rebound, he gets bumped down. As they'll get that one on Cordial, that's his 3rd, team's 4th. He'll take a seat. Joe Kazmarzik back in. So bonus the rest of the way. 4:02 to play in regulation. Lewis leading 40-39, and Russell's going to try to pick it up in full court now. Puente working on Kazmarzik. Looks at a double team and draws the foul in the backcourt. That's on Kazmarzik. That's the team's 5th. We're shooting free throws, the final 3:54 of this one. And Julian Puente to the line for 2. Game high 14 points for Puente. Lewis County 4 of 6 from the charity stripe tonight. 61.2% free throw shooting team on the season. Puente and Prater both in double figures here this evening. Here comes Noble back in, as Detillion will step out. Lewis trailed by 8 1/3. And they lead it by 2 here in the 4th. 41-39. Puente with his 15th. Man, how big is that half-court shot there to end the half? Looming now. Neal wants a long 3, no. Ball poked around, and McGlone comes away with it inside the paint, and now Lewis County will try to slow things down. Puente working on Kazmarzik. Backs himself in, off the glass, won't go, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. That's on Kazmarzik, that's his 2nd. So Puente back to the line for 2 more. Tatum Fleming set to check in. Puente, 73% free throw shooter on the season. Gets the first one to go home. Here comes Fleming back on. Kazmarzik will take a seat. He's made his season average tonight and then some. 16 points for Puente. 1 more. 4-point lead. That matches the largest it's been for the Lions in the ball game. Quinn walking up the floor across the midcourt stripe. 3:20 to go in the ball game. Inside to Rimmer. Nothing working down there. Russell tries to work it near side this time. We'll go back to Rimmer on the post. Facing Noble. Forces up a shot, too stiff. Noble with the rebound. And then a timeout by Scott Tackett. Full timeout. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. We're back after this on Kool TV.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, they know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey. Live reads. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by J.D. Flooring of Greenup for all your carpeting and flooring needs. See the good folks at J.D. Flooring. By Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Kurt can take care of all your insurance needs. By the Greenup County Public Library with branches in Flatwood, South Shore, and the main branch in downtown Greenup. James True Value Hardware. There on Scott Street in Olive Hill. And by the Greenup Baptist Association of Flatwood's First Baptist Church and Russell First Baptist Church. Inviting you to worship with your favorite church this weekend. 43-39, Lewis County with the red 8RX timeout. Puente takes it across the midcourt stripe to McGlone. Russell trying to turn up the pressure, down by 4. Here comes a double team at Puente. And he just lost it out of bounds. 13th turnover of the basketball game. Scott Tackett's got his hands in his face. Or I should say his face in his hands, I should say. Get that backward there. Possession arrow favors Russell in the event of a tie-up. We're shooting free throws the remainder of the way. Big block by Puente from behind. He was out of bounds. He had not reestablished. That is the correct call there. Thought that he had it, but he didn't. He tried. He had to. When he jumped in, he has to get both feet in bounds before he can touch the basketball. He jumped in and touched it in midair. And then a foul as he reaches in and tries to rip that one out of Caleb Rimmer's hand, and Rimmer's going to shoot 2. So Puente picks up his second. That's the team's 5th. And Caleb Rimmer back to the line for 2. Rimmer tonight, 0 for 2. Make it 0 for 3. Lead stays at 4. 2:30 to play in regulation. Second one's up is good. That's his 9th point tonight. 43-40. Tackett slams on the brakes, gives it up to McGlone. 3-point lead for the Lions. Getting late here in Vanceburg. And then McGlone tries to cross it over. And do we get the timeout? We do. Derek Cooksey saying he traveled. He slid all the way across the floor, which he can legally do. It doesn't matter until he tries to get up without bouncing the basketball. So the timeout, a red 8RX Pharmacy timeout with 2:10 to go in the basketball game. That leaves Lewis with only 1 timeout remaining. And you got to think that is crucial in this point of the ball game. Russell still with 3. Both teams are going to shoot free throws the rest of the way. 3 players now in double figures for Lewis County. Puente with 17, Prater with 13, Noble with 11. Both Prater and Noble flirting with double-doubles. The only player in double figures is Ryder Burgess. He has 10, and all those came in the second quarter. So Russell going to try to play a little bit of that 2-1-2 press again. Puente steps forward. Noble out of the corner. Steps through, and we get a foul. We'll get the reach in on, I believe, Rimmer, and that's his 4th. So that's going to put Drew Noble back to the free throw line for 2. Noble tonight, 1 of 2. Misses the first. 1 more. 1:59 to go in regulation. Good one here in Vanceburg. Noble gets the first, 44-40. I thought he had shot the first one. I looked down to change something on my stat machine here. My mistake on that one. One more for Noble. This would give Lewis County its largest lead of the night. Twine. 13 points for Noble, 5-point lead for the Lions. Pridemore steps through, floater up, good. Strong take there by Gabe Pridemore. Timeout Russell. Back in 60 seconds on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
Here's a Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay on that last play. That got it down to a 3-point lead for Lewis, 45-42. Russell trying to turn it up in the backcourt. Puente dribbles out of the pressure. McGlone. Straight line drive to the basket with a left-handed finger roll. Braden McGlone says, I'll take care of it myself. 5-point lead for the Lions. 90 seconds to go in regulation. Here's Quinn. 3-ball, no. Too stiff. Puente with a rebound. And then a turnover. Ball goes up in the air, raked around, and we've got a tie-up on the far sideline. If it's a jump ball, which I believe it is, possession arrow favors Russell. Rimmer back in. He'll replace Kazmarzik. So it is a jump ball. So here comes Burgess back in as he'll replace Noah Quinn. That's his first action since the second quarter. So Russell with the basketball underneath their own bucket. Down by 5, 1:20 to play in the ball game. Pridemore gives it back off. Long three, air ball. Prater with a backside rebound. McGlone's tied up. And he walked. He sure did. Shuffled his feet as he tried to pirouette out of the pressure. 15th turnover of the basketball game. 1:09 to go. Back to Russell it goes. Down 5 underneath their bucket. They want to go to Rimmer. Can't get it there. They get it to Fleming. Fleming, hook shot, Larry Bird style. Tatum Fleming's 5th point tonight. That trims it to 3. Inside of a minute to play. Puente has it raked out from behind by Neal. Both players diving for the basketball. And Neal gets the turnover and the timeout. We'll go ahead and stay right here. What a heck of an effort for Neal to poke that ball free and then chase it down, gain possession of it in front of his bench, and that allowed Derek Cooksey to burn the timeout. So now both teams with one timeout remaining. Here's a look at it on your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. There's that hook shot by Fleming. Larry Bird style, I love it. Fleming looks like one of those guys that should wear goggles. I think he could rock the goggles. Like the Horace Grant style. If you know who I'm talking about, Horace Grant, I'm talking about the 90s Bulls. I mean, I could just see Fleming coming off the side, taking those goggles and tossing to the side. He just looks like one of those guys that could do that. That was a big shot by him to trim the deficit to only 3. So here's where we stand. Both teams one timeout remaining. arrow favors Lewis County in the event of a tie-up. Both teams are in bonus, so we'll shoot 2 free throws the rest of the way. And Lewis County right now, their most important thing, they've got to take care of the basketball. 16 turnovers in this contest. That was one of my keys to the game coming in. Got to get to the war on the glass. Got to take care of the basketball. Tonight, out-rebounding Russell by 5, 33-28. But they're -6 on the turnover battles. And they've got the basketball with a chance to cut it to 1 or tie on this trip. Here's Rimmer. Pridemore gets to the lane and fouled. We'll say it was on the floor. Either way, we're going to shoot. That's McGlone's third. So Gabe Pridemore will shoot 2, 4 points tonight. First time to the free throw line for him. First one is up, is good. Cuts it down to 2. 47.6 to play in regulation. Dare I say it, do you smell a little overtime in Vanceburg? Second one's on the way. Swirls its way down for his 6th point of the night. It's a 1-point lead. Puente gets free, and he was fouled. He was fouled before that. Pridemore's going to be the one that picks up the personal, his 3rd. Burgess had a handful of jerseys as he spun. But that'll put Puente to the line for 2. Puente tonight, 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Needs them both to make it a full 1-possession game. Misses the first. One more for Puente. 17 points, leads all scorers in the basketball game. Got the second. 18 for him. Neal directing a little bit of traffic. Wants to go inside to Rimmer, does so. Rimmer posting up on Noble. Stops in the lane, back to Pridemore. Pridemore curling to the basket. Floater on the baseline, no. Neal gets the rebound, turns, puts it back up, and we're tied. 15 seconds to go. Lewis can go for the final shot of the win. Puente across the midcourt stripe. Step back, 3 for the win, no. Ball tipped around. Rimmer's got it, we're going to overtime. 48-48 here in Vanceburg. Overtime when we return after this on Kool TV.
We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmondpharmacy.com. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osmond Pharmacy and Grill today. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Here's a look at the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. This is what tied us at 48. What a big play there by Elijah Neal for his 11th point of the night. 4 minutes to play. Both teams will remain in bonus. And we'll jump it up at midcourt. What a way to start off 63rd District seeding play. Ferguson Prater and Rimmer midcourt. Russell will move it as left to right as you view it on your screen. Second tip ball in the basketball game. Russell has controlled both. Here's Fleming on the baseline, left it short, and he's fouled. That's Drew Noble's 5th. So Noble's going to foul out of this basketball game with 13 points and 9 rebounds. Excuse me, they have changed that. That was Xavier Prater with the foul, so that's his 2nd. And Tatum Fleming to the line for 2. Gets the first. Russell's got the lead. Second one for Fleming, too stiff, but got the dead roll as it hit on the back of the box and tumbles through. 2-point lead for the Red Devils. Tatum with 7. Here's McClone working on Neal. Comes across the midcourt stripe. Hands it off there to Puente. Pridemore loses his footing, but jumps back up quickly. Prater. Noble wants it inside, working on Rimmer. There's McClone. Goes right at Rimmer, falls down, and he travels. Tried to slam on the brakes, and it wouldn't hold. 17th turnover. Here comes Aiden Cooper back in for Brady McClone. .35 seconds gone here in the extra period. A dandy here in Vanceburg tonight. Neal gets past Puente. Floater off the window's good. Elijah Neal. His 13th of the night and the lead's 4. Tackett, tightrope in the sideline. Beautiful pass inside to Xavier Prater, and he gets the soft touch for his 15th tonight. He's got a double-double, 15 points, 10 rebounds. 2-point lead for the Red Devils with the basketball. Inside of 3 to play here in overtime. Neal attacks the basket, slams on the brakes, kicks it out. Fleming spots up for the 3, no. Ball tipped around, loose ball, and Russell comes away with it, I believe, and they do. So Burgess gets the rebound. The timeout goes to Russell. Full timeout, we'll go ahead and stay right here. 52-50, 2:23 to go in the ball game. Take a look at the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay on that last play there. Elijah Neal really stepping up here in the 4th. Little soft touch there off the window for the kiss. And at the time, it made it a 4-point lead. Stay tuned with us after the game for post-game coverage. We'll take a look at the numbers, talk with both head coaches. Join me tomorrow morning right here on the Kool Sports Network at 9 o'clock. We'll take a look at all the games around the area tonight, both in girls and boys. Week 18 of the NFL, National Championship in college football, Michigan, Washington on Monday night. Who you got? And a Border Sporting Goods rant of the week, all coming up tomorrow morning right here at 9 o'clock on the Kool Sports Network. Happy to have everyone along with us here tonight on Kool TV. A dandy here in Vanceburg to open up 63rd District seating play. Neal starts to attack, steps through, off the glass, too stiff. Big rebound there by Prater, kicks it out, Cooper. Cooper goes to the rack, we're tied. Rimmer spins in the lane, changes direction, shot won't go home. What a big rebound there by Xavier Prater again. His 12th of the basketball game. Inside of 2 to play in overtime. Tackett looking for Noble. Wente nearly had it raked out of his hand there by Pridemore. Noble wants it on the post. Working on Rimmer. Skip pass off to Prater near side. 90 seconds going overtime. This right here is Lewis County basketball. Pridemore nearly took it away again. Puente gives it up. And Scott Tackett will burn a timeout. A Red 8 RX Pharmacy timeout with 1:14 to go. What a basketball game. These are the games that are fun. Full timeout. Here's your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay on that last series. Look at this pass by Prater. Yeah, hang on. Hit it again. Hit it again. My producer, he's new. He's still learning everything. He just accidentally hit the button. But that's the nice part. You can see it again. But a nice job there by Aiden Cooper in transition to get out there, curl that one in, and take a nice angle to the basket. Not get himself stuck underneath the rim. Kind of took a nice dribble, got across the lane, and finished. That was huge. That was his only points tonight. So double figures for Julian Puente, Xavier Prater, and Drew Noble. Prater with a double-double, 15 and 12. Ryder Burgess, the only player in Ryder Burgess and Elijah Neal, only players in double figures for Russell tonight. Burgess, all 10 of those points coming in that second quarter. 1:14 to go here in the extra period. And it's Lewis County basketball. Somebody's going to take it out. Russell trying to run and jump. They go back door, and Puente throws it over top of his head. An ill-advised pass there. You can't make that pass. 18th turnover of the basketball game. 61 seconds to go in overtime, all even at 52. You cannot make that pass in that position. Neal comes near side, feeds it inside Rimmer. Burgess pumps, stops on the baseline. He's tied up. We'll work it around the horn, left side now to Pridemore. And he walked. Trying to slam on the brakes and drag the back foot. Number 11 for the basketball game. Student section, very small student section tonight, which is very uncharacteristic for Lewis County. Starting to get a little life to them across the way as well. Puente's going to get it across. He does so. Here comes the two-man. McGlone wants a three ball. It's on the way short. Ball tipped around, goes out to Burgess. Neal in traffic, spins, floater up, no. Rimmer has the rebound. Tried to fight himself in, puts it up, he's got it, and that's your ball game. They're going to put some time back on the clock, I believe. No. Here's your replay. Rimmer on the baseline, spins, turns, good. So Caleb Rimmer wins it, 54-52 in overtime. What a crazy series of events, and what was one heck of a basketball game here tonight. Post-game show when we return after this on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit RiverCitiesBuildersInc.com.
Raceland Christian Church, located at 210 Caroline Road, can provide you with a path to Jesus with Sunday morning service at 10:30, evening services at 6, and Christ-centered recovery services Tuesday night at 6, where over 250 people have surrendered their lives to Christ over the last 2 years. Raceland Christian Church also offers their Feed My Sheep food pantry while serving more than 150 Greenup County families each month.
This is Jason Likens, the lead minister at Raceland Christian Church. We're a little church with a big vision of serving our community for the cause of Christ. We invite you to come live out your faith with us.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
54-52, your final in overtime. What a basketball game here tonight. Let's take you back through this one. Here's your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay, your game winner. Neal's shot. Does it go home? Rimmer on the baseline, spins, turns, puts it up just before the horn, and the victory. Caleb Rimmer wins it tonight. He gets that one to go home for his 11th point of the ball game. He becomes the third player in double figures for Russell. Here's how this one transpired. It was Russell leading by one after one, 13-12. They led it by 6 late in the second quarter. But Julian Puente hits a half-court shot before the horn to cut it to 3. It's 25-22 after 2 quarters of play. Russell opens up an 8-point lead in the third. Lewis County comes all the way back and cuts it to 2. They outscored Russell 10-9 in that quarter. We were tied at 48 after regulation, and Russell wins it 54-52 in extra period. We'll take a break. We come back, we'll look at our numbers. We'll talk with both head coaches and wrap it up here tonight from Vanceburg. A good one with the Red Devils coming away with an overtime victory, 54-52. Our coverage continues after this in postgame on Kool TV.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too. JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with the vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Final score here tonight, 54-52 overtime. Here's a look at your numbers. Looking at Russell, 32.2% from the field, 23.5% from beyond the arc, 60% from the free throw line. That was 12 of 20. 32 rebounds, 11 offensive. They turned it over 11 times. They lose the rebounding by 3, but the turnover battle a +7. That's huge right there. Individual numbers look like this. Elijah Neal leads the way with 13 points. Caleb Rimmer finishes with 11, including the game winner. Ryder Burgess with 10, all in the second quarter. Leading rebounder tonight, Tyler Cordial with 6. Garrett Jones, Gabe Pridemore each had 5. Lewis County, total field goal 47.6%, 54.5 inside the arc. They were 22.2% from beyond the arc, 71.4% from the charity stripe, 10 of 14. 35 rebounds tonight, 18 turnovers. Xavier Prater with a double-double, 15 points, 12 rebounds. Drew Noble finishes with 13 and 9. Julian Puente leads the way with 18 points. Let's take our final break. When we come back, we'll talk with both head coaches and wrap it up here tonight from Vanceburg. 54-52 overtime win for the Red Devils. We continue after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Spring fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Daiwa, Shimano, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every style and size with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back here in postgame, 54-52. Russell wins in an overtime. Join me now, head coach for the Lewis County Lions, Scott Tackett. Coach, heck of a battle there, and it's one of those, it's really tough to come up, but you can go back, and there's so many things there late that you can take a look at of just some ill-advised passes, some missed opportunities that let this one slip away.
You know, you and I talked earlier today off air about young guards, but we can't use that excuse. They have young guards as well, and their freshmen held their poise more than some of our sophomores and juniors did. 47-42, I think, with 1:18 to go and the ball. We turn it over. We get a stop and a rebound. Turn it over. They get a score, 47-44. Miss box out. You know, just some teams find ways to win, and this is about the third time this year we found a way to lose it. And hats off to Russell. You know, they deserved to win. They played hard. But we had that game in hand, under control, 47-42, 5-point lead, minute 10, minute 20 to go, whatever it was. And we didn't execute. We went hero home run instead of singles. Got sped up. I called timeout after timeout, you know, trying to calm this bunch down and get us in. We just didn't execute. I don't know that I have a dude yet that I can trust with the ball in his hands late game. I saw some dudes running from the basketball late. Losing Kyron hurt us. Dalen Bivens is a 6'2 sophomore that had been playing really well, and he got flu B and was out 8 or 9 days, and he's just trying to play his way back into shape. And his knees were hurting him. He couldn't play him, so we were a little shorthanded, but that's not an excuse. We had enough to win this basketball game tonight, and bottom line, we didn't get it done.
You had a chance to let this game really get out of hand there before when you started the third quarter. You're down 8. You guys gritted up. You come back. You tie the basketball game. What did you like? What you saw from your team from that exposure there?
Well, we played within the structure of the framework of our offense and our defense. And, we go off script, we get into trouble. And I can take you back and show you games. We're 5-6 now, 11 games. At the very worst, we should be 7-4. I'm saying 8-3. But we're not. We're 5-6, and you are who your record says you are. And I told him, I said, there's no drill, and there's nothing that a coach can do for you when it comes to decision-making and toughness. Miss some free throws. We hit that other free throw late in the game and go up 49-48 or 49-46. It's over. But we didn't. So now we're 0-1 in the district, 5-6 overall, and still looking to try to find our identity, I guess.
Drew was ladled with foul trouble there in the first half.
Silly fouls. He's been told a million times about setting screens, and he watches too much NBA or something because he leans out and he gets wide or he pushes, and it hurts. It hurts us. Takes us out of a lot of things we want to do. We need Drew in the lineup, and for him to get offensive foul screening, he's been told multiple times that's non-negotiable. We shouldn't be doing that. He gets a foul trying to block a shot or get a rebound. That's one thing. That's a silly foul 25 feet from the rim, and it hurt us.
How big did the way that Xavier stepped up, though, when he went to the bench? He was using a double-double.
Listen, the one dude I know I can count on night in and night out is Xavier Prater. He's going to go, he's averaging a double-double for the year. He's like 10.2 points and 10.8 rebounds coming in. I know he's going to do his job. I would like for him to be a little more aggressive offensively. I thought he passed on some opportunities, especially early. But he answered the bell. And he carried his part of the load tonight. Julian was good early. He got sped up, and, part of it's on him, part of it's not because, again, some of those other guards run off and left him against pressure, and he was forced to try to make some plays. But we also had some unforced turnovers in the half court late that you can't happen if you're going to win basketball games.
A couple of games before you go back to district play. You got Ville Madonna and Rowan County, two tough contests, and then Greenup County coming up, and what's going to be a very key district contest.
Yeah, the thing is that somebody, could be us, might go 0-6 in the regular season in district play and win the district championship. We're as good as anybody talent-wise. When these kids, if and when these kids figure it out, what we're trying to get out of them and what we need them to do in particular situations, we're going to be fine. But if we don't, we'll continue to be middle of the road, run of the mill, or even worse. So,
Coach, always a pleasure, and we'll talk to you next time out.
Appreciate you guys coming out.
Thank you so much. Hey, Coach, Scott Tackett joining us here in Postgame. Let's grab Derek Cooksey here real quick. We'll get some words from him before they jump on the bus and head back home. When you're on the road, you always come talk to me.
Yeah.
Always. Hey, what a heck of a basketball game here tonight. And again, when you talk about 63rd district action, that right there was a pure example of what you get night in and night out from the 63rd. It's a gauntlet, no matter it's a district tournament, district seeding game, a non-conference game. You put those two teams out of the 63rd together, it's a war.
Yeah, it's what we expected. Coach Tackett does a great job, and Lewis County's got a lot of nice players. And the biggest thing coming in tonight was, could we handle their physicality? And I thought early on our kids responded. I'm proud of them because a couple of times we bent, but we didn't break. It definitely felt like a tournament atmosphere, and we expect that, like you said. We take a lot of pride, all the programs in the 63rd, and we prepare and have a lot of respect for those guys. So, I think we made a jump there through the holiday season. Our kids have matured. When you're playing so many young kids and you got some inexperienced kids, we're still trying to figure ourselves out. And, hats off to Lewis. They did some really good things defensively. Our ball movement was a little bit stale tonight, but you have to give them credit for that. Things weren't easy. And, Caleb Rimmer got in foul trouble. Tyler Cordial came in and provided a lot of valuable minutes. I thought Garrett Jones played some valuable minutes. Tatum Fleming. And Elijah Neal, he didn't come off the floor the entire night. We kind of used timeouts to get him a break. So we had a really good rotation, and Ryder Burgess came in. He's done it throughout the course of several games, but tonight I really felt like he looked comfortable. Our guys basically saw that he had shot opportunities. And anytime you can get a shooter on the floor to stretch the defense, I think it made a big difference. We take this. Obviously, I think both teams were more than deserving to win that game. It just came down to the last possession, and, Caleb Rimmer made a heck of a play.
You talk about Ryder Burgess. He jumps off the bench. He gets you 10 points there in the second quarter. And especially in a game like this, you get 10 points off your bench a night. That's good. You get 10 points from one person that was averaging just under 3 points a game. That's huge.
It's huge. I mean, when we talk to our kids, we've played a lot of kids. We're playing 10, 11 kids a night, and we want to challenge our kids. I think we're very competitive. I think we have a lot of nice pieces that we're still trying to figure out how to put them in position to succeed. But, every night you can come out with a plan, but, based on foul trouble and fatigue and maybe injuries or what maybe come up, it's the next man up approach. And I think our kids have really taken to that. I mean, they're happy. It's not about individual success. It's about team success. And I can see them kind of maturing before our eyes. So, like I said, Robert came in tonight. He had opportunities. He stepped up with confidence. Tyler Cordial, I'm telling you, he's helped us tremendously on the defensive end. His presence, his movement, he's a big kid with not a lot of experience, but he continues to improve each week. And I thought Gabe Pridemore provided a lot of energy. Noah Quinn, because they've got a lot of perimeter players. They've got some guys that we consider to be like tweeners that can step out and shoot the basketball. So it's not like you can relax. They did a great job of ISOing the post. So we really worked hard the last couple of days on if we can't provide help, how can you basically not give up layups? So, I mean, Lewis County's a nice team. We're actually going to see them later on. And I think our districts, it's very comparable. If you look at it's going to be interesting come tournament time, but there's still a long season to go.
You're up 8 there in the third quarter. They come back, tie the basketball game. What was your talk to your team going into the fourth quarter when you knew you're on the road in a tough environment in a tie basketball game?
We've really talked about handling adversity. Things aren't going to go your way every night, and especially in this tough environment on the road, I think this is probably arguably one of the toughest gyms to play. Their fans really get behind them, and I knew that our kids were going to have to get over that hump. And then, down 4, we actually fouled them. They were on the free throw line. I think they maybe made one or missed the last one. And when we came down, we actually executed. And we used some timeouts. We got some breaks, loose balls, and once we gained possession, we used some timeouts. And our kids really did a great job of executing. We found some mismatches. Like I said, we made a great defensive stand here at the end. Came down, had enough poise. We got what we wanted to. The shot just didn't fall. And then Caleb Rimmer, being the player he is, he has a nose for the ball, and he went and got it and, gave us a chance to win.
You available in the morning? Join me on the show?
What's that?
Can you join me on the show in the morning?
What time we go?
9 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
You want to come in or you want to make it a phone call?
I'll give you a phone call.
That'll work. Yeah,
okay.
We'll call you in the morning.
I'll get you breakfast next time.
Get me breakfast next time.
Okay.
It's supposed to be, it may have some weather in the morning, so we'll do that. We'll do a phone call. We'll give you a call in the morning.
Okay.
Coach, nice
Appreciate
win tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Derek Cooksey joined us here in post-game coverage. Guys, that's going to do it for us here tonight. What a heck of a basketball game to start off 63rd District play. And I think Coach Cooksey and Coach Tackett both said it well. You get into the 63rd, night in and night out, it is a war. And I think any of the 4 teams this year, Racing, Greenup, Russell, and Lewis, it's going to be a coin toss. I don't think there's any team that's going to go through the district unscathed this year. District tournament will play at Greenup this year, and that's going to be a fun place to play in itself. I was there the last time they had a district, and it was phenomenal. The atmosphere here last year when we played it at Lewis County was phenomenal. Every time you get into the 63rd, it's just good basketball, tournament-style basketball, and that's what we're going to expect night in and night out. That's it for us this evening. A big hat tip to my crew. Our executive producer this evening was Jacob Hankins. I don't think I fired him any, but now you could kind of tell when he took over full reins because, we were replay, and then it was just making certain the score time was correct. But he's new with the Kool Sports Network team, and we're happy to have him along with it. But he's been baptized by fire, if you will. But that's the way we train. We like to get our people out there and let them learn. And he's really come on, put a package together for us this week of the 2A with Greenup and Fleming County earlier in the week, and then worked with us over at Raceland earlier in the week and then come up here tonight. But he's certainly cutting his teeth on the job, and we greatly appreciate everything he's done. Our associate producer tonight was Felicia Collier. She was the one doing the training. You could probably tell when things started going better because she stopped doing stuff. That's usually what happens. So, it was I was getting dizzy in the first part of the game. The score was just all over the place. Now, she tries to claim that the fact of it is because Russell was wearing white jerseys, and she was thinking they were the home team, and she kept hitting the wrong button. That doesn't matter. You got to identify who's there. That's bad planning on your part. So, of course, I fire her at least once a night, sometimes twice. But she had to do something right because I had a pretty good producer over there, so the training had to go fairly decent. Our camera operator tonight, Barney, was back in the house. Taylor Heath taking care of the camera angles that you had here tonight. But big hat tip to my crew. They do a phenomenal job. I got the best in the business. They make my job look easy. So greatly appreciate all their efforts. We have a great team here at the Kool Sports Network. And got to say a big thanks to Chad Case, helped us out with some network issues earlier on and before when we got here. That was going to be certainly some issues, but Chad, the head softball coach here at Lewis County, and Josh Hughes, the athletic director, all the great folks here at Lewis County, phenomenal people. Really greatly appreciate all of them. Coach Tackett and Coach Cooksey as well for joining us here in post-game commentary. I'll talk with Coach Cooksey tomorrow morning on Let's Talk Sports at 9 o'clock right here on the Kool Sports Network. We'll break all of this one down, games from around the area. Week 18 of the NFL and that college football national championship game Monday night at 7:30, plus the Border Sporting Goods rant of the week tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock right here on the Kool Sports Network. That's it for the broadcast this evening for Jacob Hankins, Taylor Heath, Felicia Collier, and all the great folks at the Kool Sports Network. I'm James Collier saying thanks for tuning in, and good night, everyone.
Thank you for watching another Lewis County Lions basketball broadcast on Kool TV. This presentation of Lewis County Lions basketball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.